Yeah.
It's a matchup that evolved from the LeBlanc counter pick into, well, if you hit the bubble and you're a great player, you're going to hit more bubbles.
It is going to be ignited here. Lava looking to hit spells. He hits the ignite, which is good news.
And it was a good timing, right? Bot lane is completely disengaged, so enough back up there means they will pick up, not give it away by Flask pushing this minion, but I think we're doing it.
No lightning crush.
No chance.
Oh boy. See you later, Kennen. First blood going to be given over to Clay. Khan is right behind him. Flag going to be thrown down just for the teleport. We're getting on in here. The Galio is so squishy right now. They just want to steal it, and it will go over to the Aatrox, who ends up hitting the eye. The burn comes down, and you can see you later, Tall. He doesn't have his flash either. That's going to be 2, and we're going for more under the turret.
Here we go.
Trying to get on top of them. The TP is going to be used. Faker is channeling the Rift Herald as they're dying.
Gives them a minion wave, right? It can tank up the aggro.
Very nice idea. How about a bunch of extra gold, as this game is one hell of a landslide in favor of SKT. They're going to get the 4 kills on the backside as well as the top turret.
Team fight damage to begin, so with there being this much of a gold lead for SKT already, I think the SKT were struggling in our first series post-Rip Ride.
You can see the Mountain Drink. The second one here is going to go the way of SKT. Life just using... Yeah, I mean, you know, don't really waste any time. He decides that he's not going to flash for the kill, and they're just trying to hop on a Faker who is able to juke away somehow on the LeBlanc, just Faker things. Here comes the Kennen trying to dunk down on the Aatrox. That's going to work out.
Sivir is so big,
and he's still able to do the damage from so low. Is Faker over that wall. Sleepy Trouble Bubble now coming on in as Faker, or rather not Faker, saying his name a lot nowadays. Effort goes in with the flash, will bite the dust, as perhaps that was a little bit too aggressive on the Lux.
Faker steal here. Lying in wait.
Waiting over here, being a ninja in his own right. Gets the electrocute proc. But the Kai'Sa is a little bit scary.
There's a hammer cut there.
Jonah Strong, he's just a big Faker fan, so he wants to go and watch Faker.
And you get to zoom out, look at the minion wave. That's why you keep brawling. That's why Faker didn't go for a full recall. Because the minion wave is pushing it at the same time. SKT, even though that was probably the best case scenario for Hanwha Life, they don't take any real dent into their gold lead. I guess you can be happy the kills are shared. It's not just all the gold on Teddy, but we know this is a very big Sivir already. Mid lane turret goes down. Sivir doesn't get, can be evaded a bit easier. Nice little pickup here from Effort as Faker.
Speaking of pickups, he's going to help out in that. He's going to casually pick up the Cloud Drake here early, see what they can roll. It is also have a chance. As I'm going to have to hold my thought, as Faker was hiding there in the little edge and trying to heroic exit here. He's able to get away for now.
70% of the map, and it feels like, as we say it, it becomes more sneaky ward, behind the back, in a turret, indefensible for Hanwha Life. Just no.
Remember, this is all done without Baron, as Faker going to lock down the Kennen here. Let's see what Blade can do as, okay, it's going to actually be Khan trying to start this one up. Perfect timing on the stopwatch there. As Tall also going to stopwatch. In Blade goes and he steals it away. And you'd have to imagine the kills are only going to follow as everybody on the side of Hanwha Life. There is no escape. The Baron and 5 kills will go to SKT.
Almost a perfect ace and Baron steal. Only Clid pays for the sins of his Smite steal. Hanwha Life just say, let's YOLO Baron. It's our best way back into the game. And you know what? They're probably right. They tried something. They get killed for doing it. It's better than watching 3 inhibitors go down and 10 extra minutes into the game. It won't help their average game time. It won't hurt it, though. It'll be shorter.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of teams that do that, you know. Either go for a big gank brush or just do a desperation Baron attempt. You never know what crazy stuff is going to happen. If they just sat back, they were going to lose anyway. So
yeah, we were calling it at like 11 minutes. So I think Hanwha Life made the right call of, well,
as he's walking out. No luck for him, as it's just hunting season on the side of SKT.
The only place to hide is in that fountain. 6,000 Baron buff power play for a team that was already winning, if you don't mind.
Well, Hama's down 13,000 gold. Tal is... he showed himself as... I didn't even see the Olaf die. It looks like he just died there on the backside, and now Clid is chasing out that guy.
Yakety sacks for Clid on the other side of the screen. 4v3, and also that Nexus. HaMaLife trying to protect KDA.
Run into the fountain, boys.
Oh, it's a 1v1 here.
The standoff. GG. 26.5 minutes, SKT made it seem like it was a scrim.
Heavy cost for it, so Khan's Jace probably going to be the result here. Now, Faker could be on Jace. We've seen quite a lot of mid-Jace around the world and in 100 already.
It's hard to pull that off at 920, right? It's
you don't have camps to inflate your score like you can with mid laners later.
This is because the Rift Herald is being taken and Faker has teleport, whereas Teddy does not.
Oh, we fighting, boys.
We're getting in there, but Clid in a bit of trouble, but Effort able to get on top of him and get the Devour down. Challenging Smite comes in, but Bono is not going to be able to land that damage. Clid flashes away. This is very heavily SKT favored. First blood going to come in. Key is going to survive thanks to the shield. Khan looking for the accelerated shock blast. This is going to flash forward here as the stopwatch is actually going to block him from the kill. Ends up being only the one, but I'm just being reminded of how hard it was to cast the 8.1 meta where it's now our map. Faker just pushing him away. Oh, the perfect dodge with the Shuriken. Faker really just trying to style on him, and that he will. The one-on-one he makes it look so easy. As not sure where Bono was going, trying to go for the C. HaMaLife gonna come in with the TP, and SKT actually do respect it, but Tal trying to get on in there. Teddy gonna flash away as his Effort, but the big Cataclysm pick to try to save them. And SKT is not gonna try to... Khan doing his thing on the Jace, just gonna really threaten Tal here as well. Here we come with the Youmu's. Has to force
Witch's hats in this trailer.
Witch's hats?
Like a witch, yes.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah. Witch's hats are black, not orange. Oh boy.
Well, I want to say that SK Telecom taking it in a turret, taking it in full vision. The world's qualifiers. Otherwise, of course, they win.
That's true. I mean, I think
scouting foreign strategies. That the team that played Miami, they tried a lot of stuff. It's nice EQ flash.
Okay, Bono. He does literally no damage though, as Cataclysm. He's going to be relying on Sangin to come out in here, but okay, finally gets it to work. I think that was just a burst from Khan. SKT, meanwhile, considering the Baron, as Bono is in an awkward spot here, being chased down now by the rest of SKT, is going to be burst down. They might have an idea that Faker's back here. You see Tal check the bush, tries to land that Hemo Plague, but immediately in the back line is Faker. The kick is going to go wide as, okay, we're bursting down all the squishies. Nice little sweep there from Lava, but just doesn't matter as they're 4v5 fighting. And Lava kind of messing up the combo on the backside. Nearly kills Clid, but ends up getting baited into it. Faker going to miss that Shuriken. Still on the chase as SKT still have nothing to worry about.
Bringing that minion wave, wants to kill Bono again, but dastardly cooldown, not back yet to perfectly execute him 2 times in a row. TP on the minion wave to keep it healthy. Base going to be broken in 2 spots, it looks like, and what is a HaMaLife to do?
Perhaps buy some life insurance, as they're not living too much in this game anymore. Should be the 2-0 to the side of SKT. Played with the stopwatch here. Is going to survive on the backside, and SKT not going to take any chances.
Have a real hard bottom 3 in summer 2019.
Yeah, I mean, you can say SKT and 1 or 2 other teams. I feel like it really is 5 teams that are quite strong.
All right, Faker. There's a lot of bad guys.
Okay, nice mechanics once again from Bono, but no real follow-up. Okay, we're flashing. Key is a little bit too close to Faker. That is 5 levels above them.
The global taunt is real. Baron buff, 4 members taking down the last inhibitor turret, and now they want to fight.
All right, the chain's coming on in. The kick really not going to do much. Khan just soloing down Tal as everybody's going to die. Nice little sweep. They finally got Faker. I hope they're satisfied with that because that's all they're going to get. SKT gonna come on in through here. 27 minutes and a half. And they will take this game away from Hanwha Life Esports.
Can they get their old teammate in Tal? No kick up, they're probably going to let him live, but that's all. Khan flashes in, easy end to the game, and SK Telecom T1 wipe the floor with Hanwha Life Esports. Confident victory. Giving us a bit of an insight on the LPL side of things. She's got business to attend to. LPL starts on Friday, so enjoying a couple of days off here in Seoul, South Korea after Rift Rivals.
Anyway, I'm going to hand it over to Ji-sun. Let's hear from Faker.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Ji-sun with the English translation, and we'll be hearing from Faker, the solo MVP. SKT picking up 2-0 victory up against Hanwha Life. SKT with full confidence. How do you feel right now?
네, 오늘 경기 2대0으로 이기겠다 다짐하고 왔었는데
Well, I really wanted to win today's game with 2-0 score, and I'm really happy that I made it. So, you barely took a rest after Rift Rivals.
생각보다 좀 경기가 빨리 있더라고요. 제가 예전에
Yeah,
몰랐었는데
I wasn't aware of the schedules, but we had the match really quick.
휴식 기간은
So,
팀이 가졌기 때문에
well, we did have a rest in between the splits, so there was no big problem having short break. You played LeBlanc, which is your signature pick, but this was the first time for the summer split. So where does she fit or connect perfectly to today's composition?
팀이 저희가
In
후반
the early?
지향형
Well,
팀이다
we
보니까
have the scaling composition,
적극적으로
so
맞춰주기 위해서 픽을 했었고요.
I just want to manage the balance with
르블랑은
LeBlanc,
이번 시즌에
and
처음
also
꺼내기는 했는데
even though it's the first time playing it in for the split, but I have been playing it for a lot of times. So there are, I mean, every champion is available for me to just lock in. And Hanwha Life was trying a lot of objectives, but it was always SK Telecom stealing them away. So let's go through the Baron team fight over here. So what was going on exactly?
일단 테디가 상황을 봤고요.
Well, Teddy was aware of the situation.
사실 좀 바론이 요즘에
So Baron,
좀 뜸해가지고
nowadays we haven't seen a lot of Baron steals in competitive games, so stealing that Baron was really huge. After that, we were able to just win the team fight. However, we did hear the mic check after the Baron steal. No one was actually giving him a praise. Urga's a bit serious mode in games.
들뜨지 않게 좀 잘했어도 못한다고 하는 편이고요.
Well, we are really strict, you know. Even though when they're playing well, I just want to be really strict because I don't want them to get too excited. I just want all the players to remain calm during games. In game number 2, SKT got all the best champions you guys wanted on your side.
사실 뭐 뱀픽보다는 플레이가 중요한
Well, draft
있기 때문에
doesn't really matter much. I think the play really matters.
챔피언을
So
꺼내기는 했는데
we did go with the champions that we used to play a lot, but we really didn't think that the draft went as we planned. We just thought about how we're gonna just pull off the plays in real games. Faker, you actually saw Azir, but you ended up locking in a Kali, which is really hard during the late phase.
힘들 수도 있는데
Well, it can be a little bit struggling in the early game, but
들어가는 픽을
as a
하면
whole team, if I go with champion with that goes in a lot, I think I will be able to kind of help my teammates. So when your teammates were preparing for the Dragon team fight, you were actually going for a solo kill. So let's go through highlights together.
그때 아지르가 E 스킬 빠지는 게 보였거든요.
Well, I knew that Azir had his E skill on cooldown, so I was also in a great position. So I was thinking of doing a Dragon team fight at first, but
킬각이 너무 잘
I could
보여가지고
see the angle so clean, so I just did it.
정말 보였던 킬각 그대로 완벽한 솔킬 장면 만들어 내주셨습니다. 자, 이제 SKT가 서머 초반에는
So SK
힘들었지만
Telecom, you guys did struggle in the beginning of summer split, but
연승에 대한
first round Robin is wrapping up in 3 matches losing streak.
네, SKT 선수들은 플레이적으로 어떤 점이 가장 좋아졌다고
So,
생각하는지
which part of mechanics or gameplay has stepped up?
좀 플레이가
Overall, I think our play just got better.
하기에는 좀 다들 여러
I mean,
면에서 좀 좋은 모습을 보여주고 있어요.
We are just showing a lot of great performance in various ways, and also our teamwork is really good. And
연승했으면 좋겠습니다.
I just want to keep this momentum going on till the rest of the split.
동파리 정말 반갑습니다. 자, 다음 경기 이제 2라운드가
So
시작이
your
됩니다.
next game will be in the second round up against KT Rolster.
2라운드 가고
And the
들어볼게요.
resolution going into second round robin.
저희가 이제 1라운드 굉장히 안 좋은 성적으로
Okay, well,
마무리했는데
First round wasn't really good. It was actually bad.
다시 복수하는
But I want to get a revenge on the teams that we were defeated in round one. And I always appreciate the support from my fans.
네, 언제나 즐거운 페이커 선수와의 인터뷰였습니다. 승리 축하드리고요.
So congratulations on the win, and this will be the end of the interview with Faker, and I'm gonna hand it back to our
SKT의
casters.
3연승
Thank you.
축하하면서 페이커 선수와 함께했습니다.
Thank you, Ji-sun, as always, for the wonderful translation. Good to hear from Faker, as always. A happy